Empire is one of the favorite television shows for hip-hop lovers everywhere. It's a super intense show with some incredible music. With the show finished, we can have a look at some of the saddest moments that were ever on the show. These are Empire TV show's most heartbreaking moments revealed. Warning, massive spoilers ahead, when Andre tries to shoot himself. Andre had an internal struggle right from the start of the show. He had a lot of mental health issues and they aren't always under control. And everything that he goes through doesn't really help his situation. Plus, his family isn't really super supportive or caring either. Right in the first season, it becomes apparent early on that Andre feels really left out from his family and out of the business. He's really struggling, but no one seems to notice. At the time, his parents, Lucius and Cookie, are so wrapped up in their own drama with Anika that this is the only thing they're focused on. They don't see the pain that their son is in and how much he needs their help. Everything is building up to an incredibly sad moment at the end of Season 1, Episode 8. In the powerhouse scene, Andre tries to take his own life, but he's saved when the gun jams. It's completely heartbreaking to see how much pain he's in, and none of those close to him notice. When Jamal's father rejects him. This isn't one big moment, but rather a bunch of smaller moments right through most of the series. He's rejected by his father many different times. Lucius heavily hints that he would have preferred that Jamal had kept his sexuality a secret from the public. But besides his sexuality, the father and son relationship has a lot of other difficulties that they never completely managed to lay to rest. There are moments that the two of them seem to be getting closer together, like when Lucius trusts Jamal enough to make him interim CEO and successor for Empire, or when Jamal hands the reins of Empire back over to Lucius. Still, there are always moments of rejection that hurt Jamal over and over again. It's heartbreaking to see the character long for the approval and love of his father, and that he keeps getting rejected over and over. Let's face it, Lucius is probably always going to choose Lucius and Empire above any of his kids. Rhonda loses her baby. Rhonda adored Andre and she stuck by him through some really difficult things. The two of them were really good together and she was really great for him. So when she finds out in the first season that she's pregnant, they're both excited and they can't wait to meet their baby. She spends most of her time at the start of the series planning for and getting ready for her baby. But then someone, who we would later find out is Anika, breaks into their home and pushes her down the stairs. Sadly, their baby doesn't survive the fall. It's one of the most heartbreaking and saddest moments of the entire series, when Rhonda tells Andre that she doesn't believe in God anymore, because despite all of their prayers, their baby still didn't make it. To see her grieving her child after that was really heartbreaking as well. Rhonda dies. That wasn't the end of the story. Rhonda tried to move on after the death of their son by starting to work for Empire's fashion label, but she was still determined to figure out who pushed her and was responsible for her son's death. So when she finds out that it was Anika, she goes out to confront her right away. The two fight and Rhonda falls off the building and lands on a car, and Andre sees this entire thing. The fall kills her, and in a very short time, Andre loses his entire little family. The only person who completely had his back and looked out for him. It was just another blow to someone who was already in a lot of pain. When Lucius lost his leg. When Andre sets up a hit for his dad, things go wrong. Fans know that this family is severely dysfunctional, but that might be just one of the most messed up family moments in the entire series. At the very last minute, Andre did at least try call it off, but only after he found out that Lucius was planning on handing over control of the Empire to him and retiring. His hitman doesn't want to listen and continues on with the plan anyway. It leaves Lucius in a coma, and when he wakes up, he has amnesia and he lost his leg. It was really sad to see such a strong and proud guy so weak and frail, but it's also a really great moment in the series. The amnesia took Lucius' personality back to who he was before he did a lot of shady stuff that he did for the Empire. Fans got to see an entirely new side to him that we could never imagine existed. In Season 4, when Andre falls into madness. Andre wasn't doing too great in Season 4, and he allowed Deanna's therapist to prescribe him some pills to help him, but it has an unexpected side effect. We see him fall in love and build a relationship with his new girlfriend, Pamela. Finally, Andre was getting a little bit of a break. However, it's later revealed that his girlfriend was a complete hallucination that was brought on by the pills that he was taking. The moment and reveal was an incredible moment of filmmaking and really unexpected, but it was also completely heartbreaking. When Andre asks his dad for help, Andre finds out that he only has weeks to live and he decides that he would prefer going out on his own terms. The only problem is that he's scared to do it on his own and that he needs his father's help to go through with it. He begs Lucius for help to end his life so that he can make sure that he doesn't prolong his suffering. It's a gut-wrenching moment that would change the entire family forever. And when he codes in the hospital, after Lucius helps Andre with his plan to commit suicide, the family is at the hospital and it's pretty obvious that Andre is coding. Cookie is hysterical and furious at Lucius for trying to help him do it. When Lucius miserably responds that that he wanted him to do it, it was super pitiful and super sad. They're facing losing their son, but it's obvious that they're also on the verge of losing each other and the relationship as well. Miraculously, Andre pulls through, but he needs a new heart to be able to ultimately survive. So it seems like the inevitable has just been postponed when Kingsley's mother disowns him. Kingsley was such a well-written character, so we started to care about him while hating him all at the same time. But still, it was pretty heartbreaking when he left the hospital being chased away by his father's family, only to visit his mother and to be disowned by her when she found out where he was and who he was spending time with. Nobody wants him, and he's completely alone. He heads back to the hospital, and right in front of Lucius, he shoots himself in the head. Later, when Lucius is in front of his eldest child's casket, your heart breaks for him too, when Cookie won't go with Lucius. After Kingsley's funeral and his heart was successfully transferred into Andre, word comes down that the feds are after Lucius. So he decides to leave in the Empire helicopter. He wants Cookie to come with him, but she won't go. This couple has been through so much, and Cookie has forgiven her husband for so many things. But now she has reached her breaking point. The fact that he would kill her baby, no matter what his reasons, sent her over the top, and there's no way she's willing to forgive him for that. She also doesn't want to leave Andre so soon after his operation and while Terry is pregnant with their child. It's also a good indication that this iconic couple has really finally come to the end of the relationship, and there are quite a number of moments during the episodes in the final season like that too. Cookie is done with the relationship, but it seems like Lucius has finally realized just how important she is to him and doesn't want their marriage to end, when Andre has to make a terrible choice. The last season starts out with Andre married to Terry and with the couple expecting their baby very soon. It looks like Andre is finally in a really good place in his life and that he's finally getting the family that he always wanted. But then Terry starts to have some complications with her pregnancy and things start to go terribly wrong. The doctors ask Andre to make the terrible decision to choose who he wants him to save if they can only save the mother or the baby. It was a pretty cruel moment for this character to go through. Remember, Andre has already lost a wife and a child before, and it was some of the worst moments in his life. It also affected his mental health very negatively, and now he's facing losing another partner and another baby. It would be more than any person could bear. Luckily, both of them made it through, but that still wouldn't be the last time he went through a rough time, losing his family. All the trauma that Andre went through would be too much for anyone, and he seems to be at a breaking point during the last few episodes. It's pretty sad to watch. He starts seeing Kingsley everywhere and is influenced by his hallucination. It even leads him to finally losing his family all over again. But we do have hope that he plans on building a relationship with his son after all, when the show ended. But the most heartbreaking moments for fans was when we had to say goodbye to the Lion family and one of our favorite shows. Did I miss any of your saddest moments? Let me know. Thanks for watching.